Hey people, Infantry 2v2, Calderis Refinery Blue Team. Forestradio plays a Commando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you, and blows you up. Orkish style begins range combat with a twin link shooter. Alongside, Wise Windu is an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal, a passive health regeneration aura. Wise Windu, one of the guys that mods Elite Mod and makes it work. And red team, zeetorq is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and destructive commander, lots of great manipulation and control abilities. Some decent offense too. Looks like this is the Thousand Suns Elite scheme recolored. And rounded off this red team, Pescado is a Lord Commissar, very good offense and support. Fights in melee combat, begins with a refractive field. This is the Steel Legion Elite scheme recolored, it looks like. And he's gone Sentinel into some more guardsmen, fighting the Apothecary on that side, and it's Sorcerer versus Orks. I want to see some Icon of Tzeentch action. CSM taking a point. Here comes that sneaky Commando. Begins with a stun bomb, of course. Starts off with those tricks and is going for the decap immediately. zeetorq with his heretics still backcapping this wreck. Nobody wanted to push so far. You see the green hexagon around the Apothecary, that's his passive health regen aura. Try to keep all of your units in it early on. Get those tactical marines behind heavy cover. Just hang back, shoot your pistol, which does a decent amount for the Apothecary. Now was buffed a few updates ago, that bolt pistol. There's the Kraken rounds doing extra damage to the heavy infantry armor of that Sentinel. And meanwhile, west side, stun bomb on the CSM. Sluggers are not around to take advantage of it. They are in fact hanging around a power. Look at this, heretic aspiring jumping up very quickly. That is a strange one. Very rarely do I get it as my first purchase. That was a nasty doom bolts, and the sluggers might go down here, trying to retreat through a whole bunch of lasgun fire, and down they do go. Wow, obviously not expecting the Imperial Guard player to be sat there, I don't think. Saw the Sorcerer, went after him, got hit by a very nasty doom bolts, and then got shot down. Commissar, Lord Commissar I should say, has the power sword. Lead by example is pretty cool, and the tactical marines are not going to want to fight this guy, not one bit. Devastator coming into play. Spotters maybe for Pescado. He's got triple guardsman and a sentinel, so if he does get spotters, surely we're going to see assault marines. In fact, we're going to see assault marines anyway from Windu. The heretics over here for zeetorq are on capping duty, getting back that natural VP, and it's Raptors straight up for zeetorq. CSM straight into Raptors can be really aggressive. Catch your enemy off guard when you go straight into Raptors like that sometimes. Guardsmen going to need to back cap. Scouts most likely push forward and capture there. Tactical marines back on the field. Apothecary has no war gear yet. Maybe some combat stims later on, so those assault marines can chop through these guardsmen even faster. And stick bombs up from the Commando knob. One of the funnest pieces of war gear to use, and the better combat kit is in effect infiltrating to get away there. Meanwhile, west side, we've got fully upgraded shooters. No, one squad with the shooter boy knob leader, and the other with the big shooters. And it is spotters on the way for Pescado. Going to try and shut down these devastators with it. Then he can edge forward, maybe even get the Commissar into melee if he disrupts. 427, 468. Maybe the disruptive shell on the devastators, then run in and then use the smoke shell on the tactical marines. But it looks like he's going to use him to counter initiate these assault marines here. There you see the inspiration kind of buff from the power sword. Lead by example. 405, 468. There's a lot for you, this thing. Great piece of war gear. How much does it cost? I'm not sure. I don't think it's too expensive. The Apothecary is down. Raptors with their staggered jump, but they do get away without a model loss, in fact. And red team looking reasonably strong in the mid. Ouch, those doom bolts are painful. Sword of Flame is up for the Chaos Sorcerer, and zeetorq now getting some noise marines up, and they are bad news for shooter boys. Incredibly bad news. really do melt early infantry. That Sonic Blaster, the low health, high model count, just evaporates in the face of those Sonic Blasters. And look at Wise Windu backcapping again with those scouts. 374, 468. And he's going to decap that fully matured wreck point. That is annoying. Those guys with a sergeant, so they can chuck a grenade to keep stuff off their back. Sluggers replaced by Forestradio running right into that Sentinel Stomp. And they do have their burners, so he's invested in these guys. He's expecting them to do stuff. Kommando has his Assassin's Knife. A cool melee weapon, 70 DPS melee, which is pretty damn good. Not a huge amount, especially since his sidearm, I think, is almost useless. But you get the Assassinate and Tripper Shot. Two very, very good abilities. Can catch those raptors jumping in, assassinate one of them maybe. Especially since these guys are not full health. 313, 468, Kommando decaps, and it's a single for red because blue team need to get their natural. Apothecary is coming back out of base, has the customized Stormbolter with full auto. Try and keep that Sorcerer controlled, I would think. Because those Doom Bolts are doing a lot of work. This guy's pretty low though right now, the Sorcerer. Sentinel's been used quite well. Devastators haven't really been able to keep it in check. There's the smoke shell. Does he follow it up? No, just wanted to stop them firing. 293, 468 with the single. It's the Apothecary on capping duty, and scouts again are going to run up this east side, I think, and look for stuff to decap. Look, this wreck point's not even fully matured. Kicking off though in the middle, Raptors jumping in, catching those shooter boys. Wow, suppressing both squads, and they're completely off the field. Sorcerer is jumping in now to help out, but they are caught in amongst a whole bunch of stuff. Heretics, there's CSM in there, Noise Marines, Sorcerer is helping out. Kommando trying to get involved with his knife, but that is the Noise Marine cacophony helping zeetorq get away. No, he does lose a model though. And yeah, 2 models get away. I thought he was going to lose at least one more. The sluggers seem to change direction, go after something else there. Assault Marines very low. Does the Sorcerer go after him, try and get a cheeky couple of hits in, try and get a model? I don't think he's going to risk it. Sluggers are right there and now burning down generators. Is there anything to help out? Just the Apothecary. Oh, he does get an Assault Marine. Look at that. Nice use of the Doom Bolts yet again from zeetorq. 289, 464 Forestradio's Kommando push forward all the way, and more decapping going on. Scouts actually taking this wreck point. Really good scout usage from Wise Windu. Chimera on the way, in fact hitting the field right now from Pescado, and Forestradio is by far the last to go. Tier 2 sluggers do not get away. Second slugger squad goes down. Raptors doing their stuff on their way to level 2, and it's straight to tier 3 for Pescado. Red team completely losing their gens here. Time to throw those Noise Marines all the way over on this side, I think. Try and get your Imperial Guard ally to push with you and go after these gens. Bunch of guardsmen killed there, perhaps from a grenade, most likely, in fact it was, since they're very low on energy right now. Kommando in level 3, what is he up to? Trying to have a chat with some tactical marines. Dreadnought on the way for Wise Windu. What does he go for? Does he keep it melee for a little while at least to really punish those raptors? They are getting a sparring champion up. Can also, of course, walk into the Noise Marines and make sure they run the hell away. And then maybe switch later to the assault cannon, which will do a hell of a lot of work for you against those mounds of guardsmen. Warthog is up from Forestradio. Support a vehicle for Orks allows it to reinforce and transport allied infantry, and this might be a big engagement here in the mid. 289, 405. There's the Basilisk Flare from the Lord Commissar, one of his global abilities. A very good one it is. Nice stick bombs on those CSM. Only got a single model. No, another one does go down. Raptors initiating with the jump. Do they have support though? Not really. And They get away. Yes, they do. Assault Marines also jumping in the other side. Chains of Torment. They seem to run out the Chains of Torment there. That was odd. Like they got stuck in it for a second and then ran right out as if the central mound was destroyed, which it wasn't, as you saw there. Good push by the blue team. Not the prettiest push, but they got through it. Weird Boy now in play from Forestradio. That will help damage the Chimera. Where the hell is that thing? It's over here on the east side, shuttling around. Flamer Guards who are bashing now. 289403. There's a 1-to-1. Have they just not replaced these generators? Might even get decapped here. Shooters and Weird Boy are in fact backing away. Don't want to get jumped, all of those guys, by the Raptors. In fact, he's gone straight for the assault cannon and is now taking smacks on the Chimera. That's 73 DPS heavy melee around about. Doesn't actually tell me here. But the assault cannon itself, as you can see there, 55 DPS piercing with the awesome barrage. And down goes the Chimera. Kept it in play way too long. Wanted to finish off that generator, obviously, but I don't think that was worth it. Vengeance rounds coming into play there. Tier 3 for Forestradio. Red team are all there, despite getting bashed a couple of times. They have had this power here, I think, for a bit. And Lehman Russ for Pescado. 289403. Raptors are still trucking. They haven't hit level 2 yet. They've initiated a lot though and soaked up a hell of a lot of damage. Maybe lucky to get away a couple of times. Is it time to get that Blastmaster up for the Noise Marines? I haven't seen them do a whole lot of work. In fact, they've got very little XP there. There's the zap thing from the Weird Boy jumping from squad to squad, doing 50 psychic PvP damage each time it jumps, I believe. Imarus is going to hit the field and should do a lot of work for Red Team. Go straight after that war truck and then try and focus down that Dreadnought. At least make it turn away and start moving so it's not firing that assault cannon. That thing is so painful. Assault Marines do have the Thunder and Lightning though, so they can maybe get a Melter Bomb on rear armor. What else do they have in terms of AV? They have the Vengeance Rouse, they have the Weird Boy shots, and that's it. Looted tank now from Forestradio. 289338. Triple cap for blue team. This is a big and important push for red. Raptors doing their thing, smacking around those shooter boys. And here's the assist. Chains of Torment go up, snaring that Kommando, as you can see. Heretics getting involved, but they're already pretty damn low. There's that Sonic Blaster doing work, but they're eating shots from that Weird Boy. Finishing off those scouts is the Sorcerer. Yes, 289296 is evened up on the VPs. A double for blue. They are in the driving seat here, but the Lehman Rush just hit the field, and here it is. And he's going straight after that Dreadnought. Does he go for the Vanquisher then, or does he wait to see what appears? Missile launcher is in play from the Sentinel. Weird Boy getting shots. His basic attack doing plasma cannon damage, and of course with that disruption, it's got to be one of the best basic attacks in the game. That thing does fire very slowly. Kommando now rocking that rocket launcher, and talk about some AV on the field, hard hitting. That's what's so great about AV on your heroes. You can just get it straight into the field, no waiting for it to walk out of base. Shooter boys are gonna work on their accuracy against some CSM who do manage to decap these guys with no upgrades whatsoever for zeetorq. Some Kashyyyk on the way for Pescado. What does he go for? Does he go for plasma guns to punish these Marines? Does he go for grenade launchers perhaps to keep stuff from capping and disrupting those tactical Marines? Chaos Raptors have hit level 2. Are they going to jump the shooters? Yes, they do. Knows that the sluggers are not around anymore, of course, so the only thing he needs to watch out for is the Kommando himself, although he's not using his knife right now. He's switching back to it. Here comes a war truck. Weird Boy gets out. Raptors can jump again and get on the rear armor of it. Do they even need to? It's a goner. Down goes the war truck. Was pretty mad to bring it into play at that much hit points. Suppose it wasn't too worried. That was the tripper shot, I think, from the Commando Knob. An amazing ability, as you saw there. Raptors down a little bit of trouble. They did retreat in time, so the Merciless didn't really knock them around. Cacophony and Chaos Terminator is hitting the field with his zeetorq. Way up in the field there, now teleporting away and slowly walking back to base. The Dreadnought is still around. Level 2. Oh, I'm not sure if leveling affects the damage of the barrage. I don't think it does. But that is a flat out guess. Spotters get jumped. These are commandos being called in by Forestradio. A really good place to call them in. Can throw the burner bomb immediately. There's Love the Daka. Keeping those Kashyyykin disrupted, and in fact he has gone for grenade launchers. Lots of nice DPS from those commandos. A good grenade on the Kashyyykin too. Leman Russ standing ground. Has the repair support there. But that's a hell of a lot of stuff to shoot at it. And a melter bomb that could come after it here. They can't jump and throw it though. They don't have their energy right now. And blue team retaking mid. 289, 199. Look, these scouts. No, tactical marines it is. Decapping deep in red territory now. Infiltrated commandos. They can get a knob leader with a rocket launcher, of course, these guys. Much like the Commando Knob's rocket launcher, though not nearly as much damage. Blue team have the mid. There's the 2-1. They have a pretty damn good army too. Looted tank, I should say, is being repaired by scouts. Assault marines are going to risk the decap. Are they? No. They jump away. And obviously they didn't lose a model. That's what marines do. Oh. Sneaky commandos going for the decapping, and they get it in fact. Raptors into level 2. Does he go for melter guns? I think he should. Then get the autocannon up on your Terminators and you're doing some work. Knobs on the way for Forestradio though. zeetorq does have Tome of Subjugation ready to use on those guys. It's a 2-1. Leman Russ now pushing the east side. Keeping that Dreadnought moving backwards. He has not... Oh, that is the Vanquisher, I think, is it? Pretty sure that is the Vanquisher cannon. Kicking off mid. Chains setting up a little push from red. The rest of his army always seems to be just that little bit too far behind his Raptors and his chain usage to help out and do some real damage. Raptors, wow, really lucky to get away with 4 models there. Running into the firing arc of that Dreadnought. And Looted Tank is going to take out a Noise Marine, yes. Also got the disruption on the CSM there that we're trying to cap on. Red team have taken blue team's natural. Leman Russ has been really good for red team. I'm sure he'd love to get another one, Pescado. 262, 141, and it is a Blastmaster now from zeetorq. Here's the Knob Squad. And Terminators do not have a upgrade, so they could get the Lightning Claws up. He teleported after the Looted Tank. Did not know those knobs were around. And Lightning Claws are on the way, and they will shred even a Knob Squad, even if it's using Frenzy as well. Doesn't last long enough to not get absolutely owned afterwards. 217, 141 triple cap for the red team. What a good push. Well, here's a Predator tank, and it's being very aggressive going after that Leman Russ, which is showing its rear armor and lives. Wow. That was the Emperor's Wrath. Did a huge chunk of damage to the Predator tank. Is he going to finish it off here? Uh-oh. Last cannon to the jaw takes down the Lord Commissar. Leveling up is the Knob Squad. Wow, how did it level up so quickly? What did they... Killed a CSM model. What the heck did they do? Didn't kill a Terminator. That's nuts. They got so much XP. Blue team taking mid. And whoa. What was that? Oh, artillery spotters dropping their shell. They have the heavy mortar cannon, takes the damage up to 110, as you can see there. So they have a tier 2 upgrade and a tier 3 upgrade. I believe both of them only cost requisition. The tier 2 upgrade gives you the incendiary shell, which shares a cooldown with the mortar cannon. 133, 138 is so close, and a 2-to-1 for the blue team. Whereas Windu's Predator getting some much needed repairs, but Pescado's Leman Russ is still on the field. Backing away are the spotters. Do we see a big mid push by red? I suppose we have to. I try and spread it out a little bit here. He's going east, as you can see. Has his Leman Russ there. Do the Raptors have melter guns? They do not. 133, 114. Basilisk Flare setting up a push, is it? No, just to be annoying. Here comes a Predator tank. Taking big shots, but Raptors initiating there. Where are the knobs? They are moving in with their U-jammers. 133, 103. Chains of Torment are up. Shots being fired all over the place, and Predator needs to back away there. Wow, really good Blastmaster shot. Heretics are gonna wipe, are they? Wow, Blastmaster wiping out Assault Marines. Oh, helping to wipe them out. There's one model left, but down it goes. Nob Squad are now gonna rip apart this Sorcerer, and here come Lightning Core Terminators, but they're down to half health. That is a really risky engagement for zeetorq. They're doing so much work, as you can see, with Marco Tzeentch support from those CSM as well. But that is a lot to ask. Half health, and in fact they do teleport out. I thought they were goners there. Nob's now running away. Red team have the mid. Blue team have taken Red's natural, and they are guarding their own. There's the 2-to-1. Both naturals for the blue team. Another Leman Russ for Pescado. Pretty quiet over here. I don't think they're going to be able to push it again anytime soon. Even so, I don't think Windu can risk taking these Devastators off here. They do still have Kashyyyk in the red team after all, and those guys cap faster when they have their sergeant, I believe, reinforcing at base there. Red team taking a natural back. 133, 63, and Forest, I imagine, is going to just keep patrolling that west side with his commandos. As you can see, he's not gone for the Nob leader. He's really using them for that capping and disruption and harassment on this VP. Is it time for Red team to protect it with a permanent guard over there? Right in me crosshairs to disrupt the Blastmaster, and now taking, wow, big shots at that Leman Russ. 129, 60. Blastmaster's done a lot of work in a short amount of time. Really helped take out those Assault Marines, and got a good big shot before that too. Las Cannon is in play. We still have a heavy bolter covering that side. Dreadnought level 3 with Dark Age of technology, up to 1752 with a really scary assault cannon. Here comes a level 7 Commando Nob. That's a shrine that's going to shoot out Doom Bolts. We'll shoot them out more often if it's worship. There we go. And we're going to get a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought too. There's the stick bomb. Doesn't really hit anything. And Mark of Khorne Dreadnought is not a fight you want, Mr. Commando Nob. I don't think these knobs even want that fight. Here's the Pain Boy. He's got his cyborg implant equipment, so he's already done a surgery, I would think, on the knob that is most likely the +1 speed. Yeah, you can see them moving a little bit faster. Big and a very important engagement here. How well can the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought do? Taking shots from the rocket launcher, using the Blood Rage, increasing its damage resistance and speed, but you lose control of the Dreadnought. Commandos are taken out in melee combat by Heretics. Some heroic Heretic play there, and they got away. Subjugated knobs. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought needs to back the hell away. Down it goes to the rocket launcher. That was just too much for it to deal with. We had Weird Boy firing sometimes, I believe. Rocket launcher and the knobs. 89-47 is so close. Good work here from Forestradio. What's going on mid? Red are capping it. No, they're not. Lord Commissar did not finish the cap there. Big mistake. 89-41. And zeetorq is having trouble dealing with these orcs. Were they just flung in there by the Weird Boy? I'm pretty sure they were. Raptors having a go here. They can use the Demonic Fury with the Aspiring Champion, of course. And the Sorcerer also doing some work. There's the Frenzy, though, from the knobs. And they're going to take out the Raptors, are they? They jump away, but was an attack animation started before they jump? No, they do get away. Ouch. Kashyyykin eating a shot from the Weird Boy, who's now very low on energy. He's seen with huge amounts of energy there. He can get up to 1,150. That's because he needs to use, or rather be close to Orc units that use War to get his energy back. Otherwise, as you can see, he's stuck regenerating it forever. 89-37. Red team taking their VP back, and they're going to have a 2-1 for a little while here. Is it worth zeetorq to get some havocs over there, do you think? Or is the Commando just going to sneak in and start going ballistic? Wood Boy can also disrupt them. That Commando is level 8. Look at this though. It's Stormtroopers decapping, and they can decap under infiltration, so the Devastators can't shoot at them. That was a very clutch play there from Pescado. Nicely done. But Forestradio is not giving up on this side. Lightning Claw Terminators are back in play. Chaos Terminators, I should say. 66-37. Shooter Boys infiltrated by the Commandant of Global. That is Emperor's Wrath, and that would have absolutely decimated those Orks. But they did get a decap. And Red Team have mid with double Lehman Russes. No bunker support quite yet, and there's that Blastmaster too. It's a tough one. They're having some success pushing that west side. Is Forestradio. Commander going back to the rocket launcher. Nob squad are now level 3, 4,627 hit points with the +1 speed also from the Pain Boy. He can also heal them, but he's not in play right now. Forestradio going for mid. There's an orbital from Wise Windu. One of them right on the Blastmaster. It has to retreat. Is it going to wipe it? It's level 2. Him and Russ taking a lot of shots. Oh, backs right into one of the beams and it gets wiped out. Did not want to go forward, I suppose. Whirlwind also doing some work there. Lightning Claw, Chaos Terminators against Nob Squad with some support, and Kashyyykin doing their thing with the grenade launchers, and Nob Squads cannot fight that. Not even level 4 Nobs can fight that. A Tzeentch nuke from zeetorq right at the end of the game. 40-33. Whirlwind goes down. Does not last long. And Dreadnought is going to get chased down, is it? Nope, here's a Predator tank. Kashyyykin will try to get at least a decap here. Does he risk going after the Dreadnought? There's a barrage. Knocks them off the cap. Does huge amounts of damage, but doesn't actually take a model off these guys. You see how fast they decap with their Sergeant. Blue team actually lost their natural there as well. Devastators are retaking it now. Kashyyykin getting a decap, but do they dare? Do they dare get this cap here? Las Cannon taking shots. Not the most efficient weapon to use against infantry, but nicely done from Pescado. Taking over the cap are the Guardsmen, and there's 36-33 now. Another Lehman Russ from Pescado. Forestradio floating huge amounts of resources. Wants a battle wagon. How much is the battle wagon? We will see. 28-33. Is that what he wants, a battle wagon? I assume so. Or is he just not paying attention to his resources right now? Lehman Russ taking a lot of damage. That was the Emperor's Wrath, almost finishing off that Dreadnought. One more shot. Down it goes, but down goes the Lehman Russ as well. Assault is jumping in. 14-33. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Forestradio is not spending his resources here. Lightning Claw Chaos Terminators need to be very careful. In fact, they need to get the hell out of there. There we go. Zeetorq. Maybe get some Havocs up. I mean, there's not a lot else that will come out in time and make a difference. Wise Windu has got a Land Red Redeemer on the way. Those things take a hell of a long time to produce. I believe it's 75 seconds, and Forestradio is still not spending his resources. He's only at 65 pop. And surely he's going to be able to, at very least, decap this VP. Lightning Claw Terminators are being chased down. There's subjugated knobs. Move them away from your Terminators. There we go. Heretics whack and retreat. No, these guys are still around. Oh, this is a new squad. Another squad now on decapping duty. 13 to 33. Something red is decapping mid. It's those Kasrikan again. And there's the third Demon Rust. 13 to 31. Warp Vomit. And now Scouts take the cap. And blue team, I think, are going to take this because knobs are capping under Frenzy. And they're going to see this one out, I believe. Demonic Summoning. Knob Squad hang in there for the cap. And then run the hell away. And Demonic Summoning allowing Zeetorq to reinforce his Chaos Terminators there. But now he's to cap really fast. Double cap 13 to 9. What's going on mid? Orbital. Lifting up the Lord Commissar. It won't stop him capping until it throws him aside. But they don't need it. Blue team get it with the double cap. That was so close. Lots of really good pushes on this west side. Zeetorq got level 4 Raptors. Level 2 Noise Marines. Level 6 Sorcerers. A level 4 Lord Commissar. Emperor's Wrath is so awesome. Had the Flak Jacket too. Kommando hit level 10. Some really good war gear swapping between the knife and the rocket launcher. And Windu with a level 6 Apothecary. Armed the Apothecarian and improved medical equipment. A very close one, down to 13 VPs. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.